welcome back. We were just talking about Put-in-Bay in the last segment, one of the many beautiful areas here in Northeast Ohio, and I really think that's what makes Northeast Ohio so special, is the natural beauty that we're surrounded with.
Yes, and we want to tell you how to join the Conservation Crusade to help protect our environment and the beauty that we call Northeast Ohio. And Jeff Anderle is going to tell us how we can get involved. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
All right, Northeast Ohio Sustainable Communities Consortium. Tell us about it, please.
We are a nonprofit that's really focused on the intersection of how we use land and transportation and housing and jobs, and really taking a look at how we can make a more vibrant and resilient region going forward. It's a federally funded program that is lasting about 3 years, and we're in the process of gathering input from residents throughout Northeast Ohio on things that they would like to see in the region and what would make our region even better than it is today.
So what are some of the ideas that folks have had that they've passed along to you?
Well, so far there's been a lot of focus on different modes of transportation. You know, should we be doing more type of trains or bike routes and things like that, as well as different places where maybe we could create different types of job centers or different types of housing. You know, the downtown housing boom here in Cleveland has inspired other parts of the region to focus on that as well. And so we hear a lot of similarities throughout the region. We're covering 12 counties, but we also hear a lot of different challenges that people in Akron and Canton have versus up in Cleveland versus Youngstown and Lorain.
And you're using technology to get this information. You have a great interactive website. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, you know, with these initiatives, often they rely on people coming to public meetings, and people can't necessarily fit a public meeting in your evening or lunchtime schedule. So we've introduced to the region a really, what I think is a cool engagement online exercise called Imagine My Neo. And what it does is it kind of walks you through and asks what your priorities are and what you value about the region and what you want to see in the region. And then it walks you through a couple different steps and lets you know, well, if you favor this, it might impact your taxes this way, or it might impact conservation this way. And then it kind of ends up by taking a look at, well, where would you like your tax dollars to go? Would you like to invest in more parks, more transit? Would you like less regulation? And what other types of policies would you like to see recommended?
I feel like a lot of people are very opinionated in how they would like to see Northeast Ohio move towards the future, but a lot of people don't feel like their voices will be heard in maybe the typical setting. So how is this different, and how will those voices really get heard?
Well, this is really different because people can log in wherever they're at the convenience of their home or at work or the nearest library